Hi, my name's Chris, and in this video I'd like to talk about what you can expect when you go and see your financial planner. We absolutely get it. Seeing a financial planner for the first time, we know, can be a really intimidating experience. You're coming in somebody's office, talk to them about your hopes, dreams, aspirations and lives, sharing with them what you've accumulated in terms of wealth. And that's not a particularly natural conversation to have with a stranger. That's why at Zavelo we try to make things as easy as possible. What we want to do in this video is talk about what to expect as part of the process. So you've got a really clear idea of when you go and see a financial planner, be it us at Zavelo or elsewhere, what you should expect. Firstly, it's important to say what a financial planner actually does, because I think there's often a bit of a miscomprehension in terms of what a financial planner does. A financial planner is designed to help you understand the life you want to lead over the next few years, understand what your hopes, dreams, goals and aspirations are, and link the money and the achievement of those goals, dreams, hopes and aspirations to your financial situation. So the first meeting that you should have with a financial planner should absolutely all be about you, but it should also not only be an exploration of what you've got in terms of tangible assets or assets more generally, it should also be about what you're planning to achieve with your life over the next few years. That first meeting, for my clients, it can be typically an hour to 2 hours. We're really taking the time to make sure we understand you, what you achieve, and whether we're able to help. And typically that's done at no cost to the client, so and no cost to you, because actually it works in our interest to really understand whether you're going to be the right client for us and whether we're going to be the right advisor for you. The next step is for that advisor to give you a summary of the meeting. Now at Zavelo, we do this via a discovery document where we've taken loads of notes about our conversation and what you want to achieve and send it back to you. At that point, we want to confirm that that information's accurate, and we work in a different way to some financial advisors, where what we then do is send you a scope of work which says, here's the cost of working with us, here's what we think we can do to help, and super transparently show, here's what we're going to do and here's the value we're going to add. Now, other financial planners and advisors work differently when it comes to their process, but we believe really taking the time to deeply understand your needs, looking at how we might be able to help, and then agreeing to work together moving forward is the best way of doing it, the fairest way of doing it, and the most transparent way of doing it. Now, heading back to the first meeting, one really important point to raise is what you should do to prepare. I'd suggest that you need to be prepared to have a really open and honest conversation with your financial planner. My experience tells me that the more information we've got and the deeper we understand you, the more we can do to help. But also, let's get practical. Bring in your paperwork, bring in your pension documents, bring in the stuff that you think that we might need that's relevant for understanding a bit more about you to achieve your goals. So bring in all that documentation, let's take a look through it together and let's understand where it fits into helping you achieve your financial plan. Now, you might be wondering what your financial planner should do in the first meeting with you. And I'd suggest there's two main activities that a financial planner should do in that first meeting. Now, bear in mind that meeting's about you. So effectively, a financial planner should be doing two things. Number one, asking hopefully really good questions. And number two, listening to you. We call the first meeting you have with us a discovery meeting for one particularly good reason, because its job is for us to understand enough to see how we might be able to help. And that's done by asking really good questions and listening. Now, there might be a bit at the end of the meeting where we add some value, share some resources, talk about our thoughts about moving forward together. But the first meeting primarily, and I'd suggest about 90% of it, should be about understanding what you're about, what you're aiming to achieve, and seeing how we can help. So I've talked a little bit about what a financial planner does, how they can help, how you can prepare for a first introductory meeting with a financial planner, and what you should expect from that first meeting. Hopefully that's been useful, and I look forward to seeing you on a future video soon.